Because my husband was working away, finding a job and kind of going that traditional way of the kids starting school and then starting back at work, it just wasn't an option for me. With him being away and his work patterns being so unpredictable and last minute, we needed someone like steady and stable for the kids. In case they needed anything. I mean, there's always something, isn't there? Like there's the amount of bumped heads and split heads. It's a good job we live so close to the hospital, because the amount of times where I've been like out walking the dog and it's the school and I'll pick up and they're like, don't panic about this one, but they haven't stopped bleeding for half an hour. They'll need the hospital and all this kind of stuff. So I'm like, all right, off we go. But yeah, we just always wanted, if the option was him working away, the sacrifice had to be that someone else needed to be there regardless. And I was more than happy like to do that. But yeah, it did mean that going back to work in a traditional capacity probably wasn't gonna work long term, or especially when they were little. So that was another reason why the business I saw an opportunity there, and it just meant that I could create a job around the kids. And I mean, you're never going to get a balance, but you can kind of integrate the two a lot more easily than if you're like employed by someone else. And I see my friends that are working and there's so much more stress and difficulty, even silly things like if your work gives you different bank holidays and different days off to the schools and you forget that they're not in synergy, and then suddenly you get an email from the school reminding you, oh, the kids aren't in on Monday, and there's that mad panic of, oh gosh, what are we going to do?
Yeah, what do we do with them?
Yeah. But the way that I've been able to build my business is that I can have it ticking over through the school holidays. And yeah, it's a juggle. I have to be super organized, and there's lots of stuff that I feel like I've got all the plates spinning and I'm kind of like running from one to the other. But it is possible and I can do it, and it is getting easier the longer that I run the business and the more systems that I put in place, the easier that becomes, to the point where I think I went into the studio once or twice. I was just packaging orders over the summer holidays. I took the whole summer holidays off with the kids, other than like fulfilling orders. And I can do that again. We've got the October holidays coming up in Scotland where they have 2 weeks off. And all I need to do is make sure that I've got enough jewelry made basically and enough of my kind of systems ticking over that, again, all I need to do is just ship orders, which is, it doesn't take forever. It's a simple job. My daughter can come in. She likes wrapping the jewelry up and stuff. So yeah, I think that's been a game changer in terms of being able to juggle the business and the mum stuff together, is just kind of setting it up that way. And I'm so grateful for being able to do that.
Well, you've been a very consistent presence in their life up until the point when you started your business, and you've enjoyed it and they've obviously benefited from it. So to be able to create a business which allows you to continue doing that is quite something, I think. And I mean, I'm only just starting to grapple with this school thing. And just this, I mean, the level of organization that's required to deal with all the holidays is something else, and it's something I'm going to have to get my head around. But I think the fact that you've got a business in place that is set up around that, and you communicate in all your social media and everything that you put out that you are a mum. And so there is that expectation that, okay, if your order takes a little bit longer in the summer holidays, it's going to take a little bit longer in the summer holidays. And by incorporating that into your brand to a certain extent, you kind of give yourself grace by setting those expectations.